There's a new OCG ban list, and it's huge. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Retro YGO, and we're going to look at the new OCG ban list. As you can see here on screen, it says this list will be acceptable, which means it will come into effect on January 1st, 2023. As you can see here, there's some new banned cards, and oh boy, the OCG has done a number here. Look at this. Newly banned Kit Kalos and Barrier Statue. Kit Kalos being banned essentially kills off the Tearlament deck as we know it. I mean, what can you do? Without Kit Kalos, you really can't play the deck the way you need to play it. And Barrier Statue is really an interesting one because the OCG, Fluundereeze really hasn't been having an impact over there. But with Fluundereeze, it's more of a deck that I guess you just want to take safety nets against because, I mean, I can't speak for the OCG, but we know the TCG doesn't really like it. But yeah, these are huge bans already. Both of them being just incredible. Then we go down to the limited cards, and the first one we see is Ancient Fairy Dragon. Now, this might seem a little bit scary to have this unbanned, but this card does have an errata. So both effects have now become hard once per turn, which means, obviously, that's good for everything. But the first effect hasn't really changed outside of that hard once per turn, but it's the second effect which is really impactful. It's now changed from if you destroy a field spell, you can't search the same field spell out of your deck. So if you remember Spiral format where we would summon this out and then pop your Spiral Resort, then search another one, you can't search that resort anymore. You can search any other field spell in your deck, but you can't search the same one. So thank God for that, because that really would be annoying. It means if your opponent gets the Palorino field spell in the tier mirror, you pop that, you can't just search yours out. So that's actually a pretty good change. I think the card is a lot more fair and balanced now, but I guess time will really see if we have an impact on that. And as we go down, there's a few more. Well, there's the card text there, right? As you can see on sealed, Ancient Fairy Dragon will have the following new text from January 1st, 2023, due to the rule revision. That's a really good change. But now we get into the big hits, and oh boy, look at this. The Cash Tier monsters. We haven't even had these cards make an impact in the TCG yet, and they're already getting hit in the OCG, which isn't really a surprise. If you have a look at the OCG's format, you can see here that, yeah, look at this. It's pretty impactful right there. See, Tearlament being the number one deck with over 60% representation, but then followed by Cash Tier at 15, and that's not even the biggest one. Like, you have a look at this. This is just one of their revision. Then you have a look at this one over here. Tier, it's over 64%. That's incredible. And then Cash Tier being the second most popular deck. Again, and then this is one of the more recent ones where if you have a look at this, it's just a Cash Tier and Tier Elements format. There's not much to say here. These decks needed to be put in check, and thank goodness they are. So these cards here make an impact. I guess we'll find out. Like, can you really play Cash Tier with one Fenrir? This is amazing. Then you look at the next ones. You have the two Tearlament monsters hit, which I guess kind of makes sense, but without Kit Kalos, do these really matter? I guess time will tell, but I don't think it's really going to matter. Without Kit Kalos, you really can't play Tier. Then we see Ptolemaeus, which there is definitely going to be some degeneracy with the OCG here. Just wait and see. But Magnamut is an interesting one. This card, I think, is one of the best hits on the list so far, because these things just stop you from playing the game, and it is great to see them. It's really just frustrating to know that your opponent can have multiple Bestials, and you really just can't do anything about it. Stream probably does nothing with Hulk banned, right? I mean, it's done nothing in the TCG. Change of Heart, again, same, ban, one, whatever, who cares. The Cash Tier field spell. We don't have this in the TCG yet, so we hopefully won't have them hit for a long time because we want to get the chance to play with them. And Branded Fusion to 1, I guess, who cares? It's really, really searchable with Aluber. So all of these cards, if you have a look here, all of them were either unlimited, banned, and except for Branded Fusion, which is semi-limited, which is now limited. These are amazing hits, man. And then you look at the new semi-restricted ones, which is a fan of the OCG, but TCG, we don't really care much about this. It doesn't really mean much to us, but you have Galatea, Swapfrog, Kagari, Yatagarasu. Could go to 3, who cares about that? Rite of Artemisia, I think this was at 1 in the OCG. Launcher, that maybe can make an impact. I guess we'll see, but probably not. Foolish Burial Goods, again, not really much of a card, but Raigeki's an interesting one. We have it at 3 in the TCG, so we don't know about that. And then Life Stage, who cares? And then the Unlimits, which are almost irrelevant, except for Enchantress, which may be able to do something. Who knows? And that's about it. So, guys, that's about it for the ban list review here. Who knows? Could this make an impact? Maybe. We don't know yet. But what could these OCG effects, OCG changes, have on the TCG? Only time will tell. So we will find out about what will this do. But I honestly like changes like this because we can really change the format. And the OCG has been dealing with tier elements a lot longer than we have. So just more diversity and more changes in the format can never be a bad thing, especially in a format heavily dominated by just one deck. Alright, I'm Retro YGO, and I will see you next time. Peace.